Both.
And then I know Sierra and Roja got close because they worked at the Wave. Gotcha.
You know, I did a photo session of several ladies who were having a reunion, and they was good. It's all about you.
I mean, so there's a hole next to the button. You put this through, and then that's how it goes. And these go in the sleeves. I never got one.
Oh, you check this out. You don't get a cable.
Sierra, thank you for giving me a second chance on that date after college. If that wouldn't have happened, I don't know where I would be today. You quickly became my best friend and we both learned to live life together so naturally, shortly. Oh, sorry. What does it say? Naturally? Shortly? Oh, it's a different sentence. Shortly after those dates and initial sleepovers, I knew it was something special. St. Patrick's Day was one of the first parties we had with both of our families together, and that's when I knew I loved you and wanted to pursue being in a serious relationship. When you were applying for nursing jobs after you got your license, I was really glad you decided to apply in LA and Orange County as additional options. When you got the job at Cedars and moved in with me and Jason in Long Beach, it was a blessing. Shortly after living with you, I knew I wanted to pursue marriage at some point. I started discussing with my mom about getting a ring made when I knew I wanted to give it to someone special. After getting it made custom with a family heirloom, I wanted to show you so badly. Thank God I didn't ruin the surprise on the 4th of July, or a moment at the horse races would it have been so special. I think it was a sign from your dad because he wanted to be with us there at the races. After you said yes, I couldn't wait to start wedding planning, honeymoon, and just think about our future together and show you how excited we were, especially about getting our first house. Now today, here we finally are after all the planning, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be marrying you today, Sierra. You're without a doubt my best friend. I have no idea what I would do without you. I never want to lose you. Retouch! Right? Okay.
Let's get all the bridesmaids
Yes.
right.
Yeah, that's what you guys did.
Oh, whoa.
So, yeah.
Open gifts. It's pretty much the same. Thank you, everyone.
that dress.
Okay, you're welcome. Stay safe. Love you. Love you.
You buttoned it?
Unbutton this one? Yeah. So for right now, just leave, or if you want to.
Remember mine? You had to ship it back in that box.
I know.
You know, that's what he said, Marcos, yeah. So, like, can't do it.
Two, 1, 2, and last time again.
No, well, yeah, beautiful. All right.
Your stuff, Daddy. You like that? Oh, yeah.
There we go, perfect. So just like that. Turn your face a little bit more. Bring your shoulder down. Shoulder down a little bit more. Face a little bit.
Assuming you can.
Should be able to.
Is
she in the closet? Or may I have?
Should I just take it with? Or should I just take it out?
Mood?
Pixels forever.
Voila. Okay. How?
Lots of fun.
Love you all. Really lots of food.
Perfect.
Hey, looks good.
Good job. Good job.
Yay!
Just know it's beautiful. You look gorgeous.
One more.
Okay. Better?
You both here happy. It's staged. Everything in life is staged. Remember that. Nice. That's good. So hold on for a close minute. Turn around. Bring that. Keep looking hot in the background.
Just admire.
Oh, okay. Oh, sure. Come here. Might slip on your leg.
I gotta take it. Let's get a little jiggy with it. On, don't force it. Give him a kiss, give him a kiss. Give him a kiss. Alright, everyone in this room right now means so much to PJ, and I've known PJ since way back. But Trace, Kevin, I know you since you were a baby. Jason, grew up with you. Patrick, Derek, came into my life when he was in college. You guys are awesome. Bill, awesome dude.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have met you. And I know PJ is stressed, but there's no reason to be stressed. You made it. Let's have this day as a celebration of love, and it's a party. This is a party. And hey, cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Jaarsma. I love everyone in this room.
Mr. and Mrs.
Let's do it.
Jaarsma, let's go.
Mr. and Mrs. Jaarsma 2K23.
gives this woman to be married to this man? We do. You can go now. Come on up here. You may be seated. How you guys doing?
Great.
Great. Great. Well, friends, we are gathered here today to celebrate and support and witness the unification of two lives, two people, and two stories. You're not here by accident. You're not here on a whim. You were chosen to witness this moment here, and don't take it lightly. While they commit to being together through every season of their future life, they're also committing to unify their support network, and that is you guys. That is each and every one of you. Thank you for being the amazing support you have been for these two that has led them up to this moment, and this is where the journey begins, and you all get to play a role in it. At this time, I would normally ask if anybody objects to this marriage, but PJ told me I can't do that. He said there's far too many people that would, so so sorry, that's not going to happen. But with that, I'm going to just kick this off with a prayer, so would you just bow your head and pray with me? Father, we thank you for the gift of marriage, and we thank you for showing us how to do it well by first modeling it and how you love us. As we stand here today in the beauty of your creation, I pray that PJ and Sierra would bookmark this moment as the beginning of what it means to understand the depth that comes with love, and they would also take a moment to acknowledge how much you love them. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, friends, my name's DJ. I get the privilege of not only getting to marry these two, but being Sierra's cousin. Nobody's really happy to have a family member that's a pastor until they're getting married. Then suddenly you get a phone call. So I kid. No, I love these guys. Anyway, they told me to keep it short and sweet, so I'll be about 90 minutes, and then we'll be heading over into the... Just kidding. You know, it's, in case you didn't know, these two really do have quite a story. They have a long story. It crosses over many, many years, many, many seasons of life, and PJ did almost screw it up. But he did not. In case you didn't know, these two did start dating in high school, or I should say they had a date in high school. It was for Fast and Furious 5, where their parents dropped them off. It was a lovely romantic evening. And now, with Fast and Furious 47 airing this weekend, they are finally together. Shows you just how much of a history these two have. After that date, their relationship did go silent, and then one fateful Snapchat happened. As we know, Snapchat, the unification of all people. It was right after college when PJ asked Sierra out over Thanksgiving break, and she was intrigued. I mean, look at the guy. Well, I would be. He's a stud. But then, on the day of the date, Sierra, being a thorough person, texted PJ and said, "Hey, are we on for tonight?" To which he said no. He canceled on her. Really, man? Who does that? Sierra did the next best thing. She popped open a bottle of champagne and talked a bunch of crap about PJ to her family and friends. Thankfully, PJ did make up for lost time. He reached out. They went on a date at Stone Brewing. They did some axe throwing. And of course, the ultimate unifier. They had some drive-thru Mexican food, and love was born. And here we are today. Here's the great thing about this, though, is that I asked PJ, I said, "At what point did you know you wanted to marry Sierra?" And his response wasn't a certain date, it wasn't a certain time, it wasn't a certain thing. He just said 6 months into dating her, I asked if my parents had a ring for me. In my opinion, there's really no greater sign of maturity in a man than a man who's willing to face commitment head on and not waver. And PJ modeled that maturity and set out to marry this girl. Alas, waver he did, because COVID did step in on July 4th when he planned on proposing to her the first time, and got postponed. However, he still faced the commitment head on, and they are standing here today. Thankfully, you did not give up. Michelle and Peter, you got the perfect daughter-in-law you always wanted him to have anyway. We know this was premeditated for the last 15 years. Aunt Tammy, Bill, you have a very courageous, mature, sensitive son-in-law. Cherish that. Before we go into our vows, I wanted to share a few thoughts about this thing called marriage. You see, I know that marriage has been compared to a lot of things. I could go through a list of 25 cliches. I could say, marriage is, let's see, what we could call it. We could call it a sand ceremony. We could call it a candle lighting ceremony. We've done a lot of weird things for marriages. But time and time again, imagery aside, I just wanted to talk simply as people without any metaphors. PJ, your life has been crafted over time. You've experienced pain. You've experienced joy. You've felt some major wins and some major losses. You've been in love, you've experienced rejection, and now you've had new experiences. And this has made a beautiful, unique story. And it's ultimately your story. Nobody else has it. And Sierra, your life has been crafted by your upbringing, your decisions. You've experienced some great joy. You've experienced deep, deep hurt. And the best decisions you've made also, you've made some great decisions. You've also experienced great regret. But ultimately, those experiences have formed your story. So I want you to, before we continue, to take a moment, look at each other, and appreciate each other for who each other are. Because you are not just looking at a person. You're not just looking at a face. You're looking at a deeply formed story. In marriage, it is so easy. Trust me, I know. I've been in it for a while. It is easy to lose the word me to this idea of us. And it's easy to forget that there's actually a person we committed to. We think it's this unified thing, but it is a person. It is a story. And sometimes what ends up happening is, in the losing side of that story, is we start to cling to a commitment, and then we lose sight of the person. Marriage was never about marriage for the sake of commitment. It's always been marriage for the sake of love. And you guys have love for each other. And if it was that easy to do, everyone would just do it, right? But they don't. And so it's not just the concept of love that's simple. It's the application that is hard. Marriage is a simple concept. And on some days, it's super, super easy. And it's the greatest thing you could ever experience. And on some days, it's extremely hard. But when you know who you love, why you love them, and what love actually means, it does get a little bit easier. In 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 through 7, trust me, this is the only piece of the Bible I'll read, I promise. It says this: love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, and it does not boast. It's not proud. It doesn't dishonor others, and it's not self-seeking. It's not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrong. Love doesn't delight in evil, but it rejoices with truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. And it always perseveres. Sierra, PJ checks every one of those boxes, right? Yes. Perfectly. I thought you told me when we were getting a drink the other day he did not. This is... maybe
the first one.
Maybe the first one. I heard something about PJ and patient weren't necessarily completely aligned. Does Sierra check every one of those boxes? She does. All the time. Man, you guys are... I need to take marriage counseling from you two. Here's the thing. I believe that we may see the potential of every one of those boxes to be checked, but we're not there yet. And that's what makes marriage so fun. If it was an end product that you just got and you sat with for the rest of your life, what fun would that be? But when you get to watch someone grow, when you get to see the story that's led up to this moment, and then you guys now get to help write each other's story, that's a beautiful thing. That's the journey you're going on. Are you guys excited for that?
Yeah. Nice shot.
Wanted to get, nobody yelled 4. I was like, thank you. Cheers, appreciate it. All right, cool. Well, that being said, you guys still want to go through with it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to grab this microphone and we'll do this.
All right.
Family and friends, we're here today to witness the promises these two make to one another. So, PJ, I was going to say I invite you to take Sierra's hand, but it seems like it's glued together, so that's already happened. Look into her eyes and respond to this one question. Do you, PJ, take Sierra to be your wife in marriage? Do you promise to love and encourage her throughout your lives, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live? And if you do, answer, I will.
I will.
Good job. Sierra, I have the same question for you. You cannot cheat and copy his answers unless you want to.
Man.
Sierra, do you take PJ to be your husband in marriage? And do you promise to love and encourage him throughout your lives? And forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live. And if you do, answer, I will.
I will.
Now, as a symbol of that commitment that you have made for one another, we are going to exchange rings. So let's go ahead and grab our rings. PJ, I want you to take that ring. Sierra, you know your left from right. And I'm going to have you repeat after me, okay? Sierra.
Sierra.
With this ring.
With this ring.
I'm giving you my heart.
I'm giving you my heart.
Forever.
Forever.
Good job.
All right, Sierra.
All right.
I realized I haven't gotten to call you Cece all day. I missed that.
The old days.
The old days.
You can still call me Cece.
Cece. Sierra, would you please take PJ's hand and repeat after me? Or you can put the finger on, ring on his finger and repeat after me. PJ.
PJ.
With this ring.
With this ring.
I'm giving you my heart.
I'm giving you my heart.
Forever.
Forever.
There's a really, really special role a man gets to play in a woman's life. And there are only so many men that exist, and I don't know if you know this, but she got embedded in your ring a diamond from her father's wedding ring. So you get to cherish that heart, you get to guard that heart, you get to protect that heart. It's an immense amount of trust she has for you. All right. Sierra and PJ, you have declared your promise for marriage to one another. You've exchanged rings. And now, as your friend, your friend, and your friend, your cousin, and an ordained minister, I pronounce you husband and wife. PJ, you may kiss your bride. Would you all stand? I am so excited to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. PJ and Sierra Jaarsma.
This will be everlasting love. This will be the one I've waited for. This will be the first time anyone has loved me. I'm so glad you found me in time, and I'm so glad that you rectified my mind. This will be an everlasting love for me. Loving you is some kind of wonderful, because you've shown me just how much you care. You've given me the thrill of a lifetime and made me believe you've got no thrills to spare. Oh, this will
gentlemen, real quick before everybody exits, just wanted to let you know those same buses that you came in on, you will be riding back in over to the ceremony site. If you are immediate family, we would ask that you please remain put in your seats. We're going to snap some pictures here with the bridal.
All right, how about Sarah's side? All right, hold on. We're going to do a do-over. All right, do-over. Okay, hold on a second. Give me a second because I need a cheerleader here. Now, I can't do that without a rebuttal. Sierra's side. PJ's side. Now, here's where it comes together. It is not PJ's and Sarah's side anymore. It is Sarah and PJ's side. Let's hear it for our group together. All right. At this time, I want you to be aware of your surroundings because coming through your tables all the way up to the dance floor, please welcome our bridal party. Up. Come on, let's hear it for them. And our dancers for this evening are right here, ladies and gentlemen. Turn your attention to that side of the room and please welcome through that door for the first time tonight at this reception. Please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Sarah and PJ Jaarsma. 3, 2, 1, go! See, in the beginning, I only ever envisioned PJ with a beer on the couch. And this is a whole different PJ I've ever seen before. So this is very awesome. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and hand this microphone over to this lovely lady, my niece right here, who is going to introduce her bridesmaids and explain to them who they are and why they're standing there.
I'm just going to nail it on the spot. Go for it. All right, we'll start off with Rogia. Rogia has been my friend since high school. We were on swim team together. We worked at the Wave together as lifeguards. We got super close, and one of my best friends. And then we have Liz. Liz and I met in nursing school at Grand Canyon University. We got through it together. we had some crazy nights at the bar and studying. And then we have Haley. Haley's one of my oldest friends since elementary school. We were neighbors, like 10 houses down the street. We've grown up together. Her family's my family. Mwah. Then we have Jasmine. Jasmine was my roommate at Cal State San Marcos. There was like 4 bedrooms, but we actually shared a room. And you always hear horror stories, but you were a great roommate. And we became best friends, and it was great. And then we have Tara. She was one of the suite mates at Cal State San Marcos. She was in the other room. We became best friends. We ended up moving to Orange County together. She's right down the street from me, so it's good to have a friend nearby. And then we have Caitlin, Katie. My maid of honor and also my sister, my favorite sister, my only sister. But we're also best friends. We're only about 3-4 years apart. We're best friends. Love you. Thank you for helping.
All right. Well, it was just supposed to be an introduction, but I guess we're getting
It's a little intro.
All right. So this guy is Patrick Mish. I met him at the Maritime Academy, and he was one of the smartest people I met, along with John Dewars. I think John Dewars got a really high GPA too, but I would not have gotten through college if it weren't for Patrick. A lot of late night studying, drinking a lot of beer too, but one of my best friends from college. This is Derek, Salty Sluts. He also went to the Maritime Academy with me. He's a decky though. Not an engineer, but one of the smartest guys I know. He is now working with me or in the port as well, and one of my best friends. Trace, my favorite cousin. Sierra and I love Trace. He means the world to us, and we're really stoked that you were a part of this. Youngest brother, baby Kevin. I don't know what to say about Kevin. Or Jason. No, yeah. These are my brothers. They mean the world to me. I don't know where I'd be at without my younger brothers. Kevin and Jason. And then my best friend from growing up, Justin McCarty. He's going to give a speech, and I don't want to get emotional, so I'll let him do it. But that's Shake and Bake, best friend.
All right. At this point, that segue goes into Justin. Now, on your tables, you have champagne. What I suggest you could toast with Corona. That's okay. Don't worry about it. What I would recommend, we have a few toasts, so if your wrist gets a little tired, just set it down in front of you. It's okay. Justin, come on out here, sir.
So, for those that don't know me, my name is Justin, best man. I want to thank everyone for coming out here tonight, being a part of this celebration of love of PJ and his beautiful wife, Sierra. So PJ and I go way back to around 4th grade. And one of my fondest memories is when him and his family moved in my neighborhood in San Marcos. And we met through the game we loved, playing baseball. We were in Little League Baseball with our dads being opposing coaches. And that day, I knew PJ a little bit, but we were playing that against each other that day. And he was on the mound pitching, and as soon as I went to the batter's box, he kind of looked at me, and I gave him a little look, and we couldn't help but smile. And he proceeded to pitch when I got in the batter's box, and I hit what I thought was going to be at the time my first ever home run. Turned out it was not. Hit the top of center field fence, went back into play, got a triple, yada yada. And sorry, collect my thoughts here. That next day at school, it was around lunchtime, and I went up to him, and we'd known each other for a little bit, but weren't really that close. And I said, "Hey, aren't you the guy that almost took deep yesterday?" And he was like, "Yeah, almost." And from here on then, we were best friends. Still to this day, PJ and I share the love for baseball, even though we don't root for the same team. Go Dodgers, Angels fan. However, it's probably another boo segment in the crowd. We do share an entrance for our favorite NFL team, the Raiders. Raider Nation, baby. Raider Nation. I'm so glad that we stayed brothers since the beginning, through the ups and downs together. I love you, Snoop. And Sierra, your beautiful wife, I want to let you know that you're the best thing that has happened in PJ's life, and of course, your beloved dog, Halo. I knew when I met Pete that when Sierra came into PJ's life, he was in good hands with Sierra. You're so caring, down to earth, and such an awesome girl. And you're the best thing that's ever happened to my best friend, PJ. And I'm so happy for the two of you. I want to thank you for letting me be a part of this special day with you guys. And I wish nothing but the best for you guys. And I want to see nothing but the best for what your future has in store for you two. And just today is to celebrate love. And let's celebrate Mr. and Mrs. Jaarsma. And hey, shake and bake, baby. I love you.
Hi, my name is Haley. I've been friends with Sierra since, I guess, 2006. We just decided, so it was a long time ago. We were neighbors, and she just wandered into my 10th birthday party. I didn't invite you. Actually, why were you there? But no, it was the best thing that ever happened to me, obviously, because I gained a best friend that day. And since then, we've really seen each other through a lot of changes. and a lot of different life chapters. Just really through it all, we've grown up together. Her family, as you said, I feel like is my family, and vice versa, I hope. I feel like I've seen you really go through it all. I've seen you be in the ensemble of musicals. I've seen you be a cheerleader. I've seen you become a nurse. I've seen you go through some of the hardest challenges that a human being could possibly go through. But seeing you in love is the best, like, the best gift that I could have from you, because you're just the best friend I could ask for. And PJ, if it's even possible, makes you better. I don't know how that could be. And it's even weirder to think that I met PJ before you at Paloma Elementary School, and little did I know that you would like be stuck with me forever. But I'm so glad, because there's no one else who I'd rather have a beer cracked open for me already with when I walk in, and there'll be many more to come. And just cheers to you both and your love. It inspires me. I honestly think you're my role models for what a healthy relationship looks like. So don't let me down. Cool. Here's to them, PJ and Sierra. Cheers.
Well, they're going to have to live up to that one, aren't they? Jasmine, Tara.
To Sierra, 10 years ago, we were assigned as roommates, and from there, we've been inseparable. You are affable, beautiful, exuberant, adventurous, and absolutely a sweetheart. You have been with me through so many firsts. Sorry. First boyfriend. First cake stand. First job out of college. First move out of state. And recently, first child. I am so incredibly blessed to have you as a best friend, and I'm so happy that you found the love of your life, and I can't wait to be by your side in this new chapter.
All right. Hey. All right, Sierra, I'm so happy to see you grow over the years, and even happier to see you and PJ grow together. I've enjoyed all the memories that we've gotten to have from being roommates, taking Spanish together, all the memories, all the parties, all the studying, getting to live neighbors now and go to cycle classes and all the game nights. I'm so grateful to call you one of my best friends, and you both deserve all the love and happiness. I hope you guys fall in love with each other every single day. And you guys are now joined as one and will be stronger together, just like when we played Taboo. And PJ, I always find it admirable that you call Sierra the boss. Because you know what they say, a wise man who's wrong admits it, but a man who's wrong and doesn't admit it is married. Lastly, you both said I do, and now I say, wahoo! Cheers.
I think I should hire her for some other bridesmaids toasts for some other weddings. Kevin.
All right. So we wrote this together. So good evening, everyone. I'd like to introduce Jason and myself to anyone that we have not met. I am the youngest child. Sorry. And also, anyone, I am the one who left my suit in Louisiana. I'm sorry, Mom. I did do that. So, to PJ, our older brother, you have done everything for me and Jason. You have always been our protector and our role model. You have shown us what is capable and what can be achieved. You have always looked out for us, from Jason living with you to always hosting us. It has been amazing to watch you grow from boring baseball weekends I was dragged everywhere back when we were kids to the man you have become. I'm so happy that you found the one for you. Sierra has been a bright light since coming into our lives, but especially yours, and is an angel for putting up with the Raiders. Sierra, there is no better person that I would like to a long, happy, and healthy future for PJ and Sierra Jaarsma.
My niece.
Good evening, everyone. Well, I thought the toughest part about being the maid of honor was going to be the speech, but managing Sierra's dress all day is definitely up there. I hope everyone is having a great time celebrating these two lovebirds. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Katie. I am Sierra's little sister. To say I'm lucky to have an older sister like Sierra would be a complete understatement. She is one of the toughest and strongest people that I know. She has been one of my biggest inspirations and role models, and someone that I have looked up to for my entire life. For those of you who don't know, me and PJ's younger brother Jason met in elementary school, and that is ultimately how Sierra and PJ met. You're welcome. So, the first memory that I have of PJ is he picked me and Jason up from the bowling alley one night, probably when we were in middle school. And while he's driving us home, he just starts jamming out to the song California Love. If someone in that moment were to tell me that 10 years later, I would be at my sister's wedding, and the groom was that guy driving me home, jamming out to California Love, I probably would have told you that you're crazy. But that's the crazy thing about love, is that it can happen when you least expect it, and it can happen with someone that you never expected it to happen with. And that includes two kids that grew up in San Marcos, just 2 minutes away from each other, that went to the same elementary school and the same high school. And yes, I'm talking about PJ and Sierra. So, as you heard from the ceremony, Sierra and PJ went on their first date to the movies when they were in middle school. Sierra wrote an article about PJ in their high school newspaper about what an amazing athlete PJ was. So in December 2018, my sister moved back home to San Diego from college. Sierra and PJ made plans for their second official date, but as we all know, PJ canceled on the last minute. Boo. But a few weeks later, they rescheduled their date, and it went pretty good, I'm assuming. And eventually, 2 dates turned into 3, 3 turned into 4, and it became very obvious that things were becoming serious between them. So as any younger sister should do, I told my sister that I wanted to ask PJ a few questions and just talk with him. So PJ was over one night, and my sister was somewhere else, and I went up to PJ, and I told him that I just wanted to talk with him, ask him a few questions. So one of the first questions that I asked him is the golden one, is what are your intentions with my sister? And he looked up at me, and he said, all I want to do is make your sister happy. And it was in that moment that I knew that PJ was the absolute one for my sister. PJ, you have felt like a big brother to me and part of my family for over a decade now, but I officially want to welcome you and your beautiful family to our family. You make my sister light up like I have never seen her light up before, and as cliche as this sounds, I really have never met two people more perfect for each other, and I cannot wait to see your beautiful life together. Now, I'm no love or relationship expert, but if, as the younger sibling, if I can offer some words of advice. Sierra, if you can lay your left hand just out. PJ, if you can put your hand on top of hers. PJ, enjoy this moment, because this is the first and last time in your marriage that you will have the upper hand. Thank you.
And there you have my niece. All right. Mazel tov. Clean up, aisle 1. All right, music.
So, you guys have danced before, I'm assuming. Like at the Lens wedding?
Not well, but yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not about well, is it? Oh, go ahead. Do we kiss? So, this is the first time you get to dance as husband and wife. How do you feel about this? That is such a Sierra response. PJ, how do you feel? Stoked. I would like both of you to come right over here for me, please. Face each other, but assume the position. Now remember, this is not a high school dance. I don't want 6 inches. I want 0. There you go. Have fun.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? With gladness, take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. For the morning sun in all its glory greets the day with hope and comfort too. You fill my life with laughter, and somehow you make it better. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. And at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one. Have I told you lately that I
Hello? And the crowd gives them a what? 10? A 6. PJ, it was really nice having you up here, but goodbye. So, at this point, I'm going to introduce up Bill. Oh, jeez. Because when they started doing their first dance, he runs out and he goes, I'll be back. And I'm like, no, but who does that? And Bill is stepping in to do the father-daughter dance. Filling some big shoes and taking a very great responsibility to do this first dance as father-daughter with this lovely bride. Enjoy.
She spins and she swings to whatever someplace without a care in the world. And I'm sitting here wearing the weight of the world on my shoulders. It's been a long day and there's still work to do. She's pulling at me saying that I need you. There's a ball at the castle and I've been invited.
You only have like one wedding night with the bride that you love, so here we go.
Big wheels, hot wheels, little trucks and cars, skin knees, climbing trees, wishing on the stars. Moments made somewhere in time, but the sweetest moments are never left behind. Now you've grown so fine and come so far. I'm so proud of who you are, the man you've become. Thrilled to share your deepest joy, to know you found the one for the great things you will do. I'll be special, my son, but I'll always see the boy in the man you've become.
All right, so PJ, get your wife. Push those chairs in. All night long, but we do have a couple more things to do. Wait, hold on a second. Where's PJ? 3, 2, 1, launch! Hey, that is a double A grade. 4, 3, 2, 1. Our best man. Let's get the mute lights down.